Hey, what's going on, guys? We're taking a look at a premium Bandai HG kit here today. This is the Hi-Zack Custom, the Advanced of Zeta version. We have taken a look at this kit in the past. This is the version that is not only in the superior color scheme, but this one actually comes with a weapon. If you guys remember the original version, the first release of this did not actually come with any weaponry with it, but still a really cool kit, really nice kit. So looking forward to checking this one out again. Now, like I said, the, in my opinion, better version of the kit, but let's go ahead and get into it for today's video. And so the box art here we have in this monochrome green, but we can see what the suit is going to look like. This is just a built and painted sample there, and then an action pose there in the background. So really cool. This is of course from the A.O.Z reboot. Around here on the sides of the box, basically just the titling, you have the A.O.Z reboot logo there, but not much else to see here. And as you can see, it is in a relatively thick box, so we do have a good amount of stuff in here, although accessory wise it's pretty much just going to be the rifle, I think. Let's go ahead and open it up and check it out. I'm not sure if we're going to have much in the way of leftover parts though, as this is a premium Bandai HG. A lot of times we're like reusing runners and we have lots of leftover parts, but I think that's not going to be the case here with this one. As you can see, unfortunately for the instruction manual, it's just going to be all in black and white, no color at all, no photos. We have our parts list here on this side. And yeah, it looks like we're gonna have some leftover polycaps, a whole lot of leftover polycaps. And that's really kind of about it. A couple of leftover parts there, but not really too much. Most of the construction's gonna be just all here through the front and back side. So pretty simple. That rifle does look really cool though. We do have a single photograph down there, just basically showing the sticker placement, like sticker decal placement. That's pretty much it. And then background to the front side, we do have a color guide in here as well, obviously not in color. It does have the text all there for you in Japanese and in English, so you can check that if you want to refer to the official colors. So here's the decal marking stickers that we have, basically just a couple of Titans logos right there. And then we do have some foil stickers as well. We're gonna have a little bit more foil stickers than you really like to see, basically just for a few different like vent details and stuff, and then just for the black and the mono eye there in the head, a couple of camera stickers, so not too bad. Getting into the runners, then we've got some polycaps here, PC001 in gray, and then our A1 and A2 runners. So the A1 runner is all in green, even though it has a little bit of red there on the side. That's just from the fact that A2 is from this part of the runner here, and for some reason they got that little bit of red on there. But on A2 we do have some red parts and some orange parts there for some nice accents. Then we got runners B1 and B2, runner B2 being a copy of this section of the runner there, giving us our lighter of the two kind of standard Zaku colors there. We saw the dark green and this is our lighter green. And then runners C1 and C2. Now C2 is a copy of this section of the runner, and in typical Advanced of Zeta style, this is going to be our inner frame and joint parts, and they're in a more kind of purplish gray kind of color. And you can see how we have all the parts for like the joints and things, and here's the parts for the weapon. These are sectioned off because this part of the runner obviously was not included with the original version of this release. Runner D, some more parts here in orange, but this is in a more kind of flexible runner here, not the standard polystyrene rigid plastic. Then we got runners E1 and E2 for a few more parts here in the lighter of our two green colors. And lastly, runner F2 is going to be some more parts here in dark green, and that's it for all the runners. Let's go ahead and check out the kit. Alright guys, and here is the kit all built up, and as expected, I mean, I gotta say, this is just my personal opinion, but I think the kit looks so much better in these more traditional Zaku colors. You do have the added accents of that like orange yellow on there too, which just kind of helps identify this to you as like, this is an Advanced of Zeta version of a Zaku, and it just looks really cool. Love the look of this one. It's definitely quite short and stocky, but it's quite bulky at the same time. I definitely think it looks a lot better in action poses than just in just like kind of regular standing pose, but would also benefit quite greatly from some panel lining and top coat on there too, just to kind of help remove that plastic shine off of this. I think would really improve the look of this a lot. But anyway, let's go ahead and check out the accessories here, because we do actually have some with this version of the kit. And by accessories, I guess I mean accessory, because we really only have the one. We don't have any other hand options, just these holding hands, that's all you get. We do have the stickers, I guess. And I mean here, as you can see, the sticker is not gonna look great. The other sticker is gonna be for the little camera there on the chest. One for the mono eye, which is really hard to see inside that really narrow bit there. Other couple of stickers here for the backpack. Down around here on the front of the toes, you have that gray sticker inside that red piece. And then on the legs for these gray and red vent accents right here at the front. on the inside and then around on the back side. As you can see, some of those are going to look better than others. Basically, they just make for some extra little vent details, but I would probably recommend just going ahead and painting those. But anyway, yeah, we do have our rifle, which is really cool. I really like the design of this one just because it's so different and unique. The secondary handle here on the side can move up and down. This part here on the top, which I'm not really sure exactly what that's supposed to be, but that can also move up and down. And that's pretty much it. We don't have any stickers or anything for this. I don't know if there's any even really supposed to be a camera anywhere on it. I don't think so, really. And fortunately, it is designed in a way to hide all the seam lines on it. So anywhere where there would be a seam line, it's just made up as like a panel line detail or something. And you'll notice around here on this side, we have this hard point like connection part right there. That's because the rifle can separate and fold like this, and then we can store it, connect it up onto the backpack right here when not in use. And that's really cool. I like that a lot. And it's only a shame that it didn't come with something else, because then like if you have that stored in the back, it's like, okay, well then what are we gonna actually have in the hand? Oh, nothing? Okay, well we don't really have anything to put in the hands, so we might as well just keep the rifle in the hand. In that case, the whole fact that it can connect to the backpack's kind of useless. If it's our one and only weapon, you're probably just gonna wanna keep that in the hand. But maybe if you got two of the kit or something, or gave it a custom weapon from something else, I suppose you could opt for that. Anyway, let's talk a little bit more about the kit itself. So you can rotate the mono eye. In order to do so, you have to just pop off the part on the top of the head there. And then this part you can rotate. And the mono eye is a molded detail, so if you didn't use this black sticker and then that pink sticker right there, it is actually a combination of two stickers. If you didn't use that, you can just paint that, paint like the backing part black and then paint the mono eye in pink or whatever pretty easily, so that's good. These shoulder parts, which on a lot of HG kits typically would be two parts sandwiched together, is an actual solid piece. So there will be a mold line there that you'll have to sand on both sides, but at least no seam line on these, which is really nice. The spikes are separate parts. These little circle bits on the front and back are separate parts. Around here on the backpack, it's the same thing where you have like this mold line there, which is kind of unsightly, but basically no seam lines really to worry about, because these ones here that you can see on like the bottom half of the backpack are just like a panel line detail to hide the seam. So again, that's kind of Bandai's go-to in a lot of these kits. These parts for the arms, it's a solid piece up there for the bicep. For the lower arm, it's two pieces, and then you have this gray part at the front and this part at the back to hide the seam lines there. And then again, the thigh, you guessed it, they're just hiding the seam line with this panel line detail there on the front and the back. And the lower leg, because of the way that these parts go together, there's not going to be any seam lines here on the lower leg either, or the feet, of course. And then up underneath the feet, you do have some nice detail there. And all throughout, as you'll see here in just a second, once we take a look at some posing, we have some really nice articulation with this. Double joints in the knees and elbows to give you a really nice range of articulation. We have rotation points in the arms as well, not only at the bicep, but also at the elbow joint itself. If I can get this here, so that elbow joint can actually rotate there as well. Not really super necessary, but in case you need that, that sometimes can help for holding like larger weaponry. So it might actually come in handy for this weapon, because the weapon is kind of large. And the hip section is also able to extend down to get the legs up really high. And then we have a really nice ab crunch here as well. That should make it like really great for dynamic posing. But again, this is all like what we've seen with the original Hobby Hi-Zack kit that this is based off of, the previous release, but it's just worth highlighting again just because this kit has some really fantastic articulation. So let's go ahead and see that articulation in action here as we take a look at a few poses with this. Now, it's awesome that this kit is, like I said, in the superior color scheme, in my opinion, and also the fact that it actually comes with a weapon this time around. So compared to the Hobby Hi-Zack, this is definitely the version that I would recommend to you guys, unless you really liked that particular version. But it's a fantastic kit, and it's a shame that it's a premium Bandai kit, but just because it's Advance of Zeta, anything Advance of Zeta is unfortunately going to be premium Bandai. But hey, with luck, they might use the general design of this to make like an improved either 1.5 or brand new HG Hi-Zack kit, which would be really cool in the HGC line. And of course, like anything from Advance of Zeta, we have lots of other variants that Bandai could make of this kit, and they're all going to be P-Bandai, unfortunately. But if you guys can get your hands on one of these, if you're like a fan of just the Zaku designs generally, this is one I would definitely recommend to you, just because it's such a nice kit. Just the lack of seam lines that you have to worry about, the fantastic articulation that you have there, a lot of great detail. I mean, it's an HG, so it's not going to be like super detailed, but I think what you have on here, like the level of detail, the amount and the placement of the details that you have on here, really nice. Even if you didn't want to do anything else to it, but maybe just go over some of the panel lines on this, and I think think probably brown for almost all the panel line details would be a good bet, what I would recommend anyway. But panel lining in some of the details on this and then just giving it some matte top coat will make this kit look really, really nice just straight out of the box, I think. You only have a couple of stickers here and there, mostly just like for those accents on the legs. And they look decent, but I think just getting a little paint and just hand painting those in, at least gray. You won't have like the red bits unless you want to paint that as well, but I mean, at least just painting those in gray could look kind of nice. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on the kit down in the comment section below. What do you think about this version of it? And as always, if you want to check out some more Gunpla for yourself of the non-P-Bandai variety, you can check out the link in the video description to USA Gundam Store. Got lots of great Gunpla there for you guys to check out. And as always, thanks so much for all your support, leaving a like, making sure that you're subscribed. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed taking a look at this kit here today. Until next time, see you guys later. Bye.